When it comes to gaming, there's a lot of stuff out there. If you're trying to keep up with the latest news, streams, or memes, or just trying to stay on top of your game, it can get really overwhelming. It becomes clear that there's a lot for you to worry about while gaming, but it doesn't have to be that way. Meet Zach, your gaming assistant. The more you play together, the smarter Zach will get. Using a combination of your game library and feedback that you provide, Zach will show you the most important updates about your progress in gaming and the latest drama and news from the web. He analyzes all sorts of information about your personal setup, as well as the topics from the web to learn about what's important to you and provide you with all the information you could ever want in the most convenient way possible. And after he shows you what is most important, he lets you know that you can give feedback to let him know how relevant the information being shown is to you. The more you tell him, the better he gets, and Zach will quickly become your ultimate gaming companion. Check it out and download Zach at the link in the description. And big thanks to Zach for sponsoring our channel and help making our videos possible. And enjoy the rest of the video. What's up guys, it's me Jeremy, and today we're back again with another group of just some fantastic skins created by the community that we're showcasing. And we've got a great mix of existing skin lines, references to other media, and some good old original ideas with this list in the video today. So let's jump right into it, and if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and let us know in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe for more videos, and of course, make sure to check out the original artists. The links to all of their works will be in the description. Anyway, the first skin we have today is Super Guardian Aurelion Soul by Anastasia Mardumova. What better champion to join the intergalactic Super Galaxy Force skin line than the Star Dragon himself? Likely a bolstering force on the supervillain side of the Galaxy Force, Aurelion Soul sports a dark blue metallic upper half, highlighted by some nice reds, and his trademark ethereal tail, which has a nice green shade to it. His helmet is perfectly mean looking with dual sets of horns and his green stardust erupting into an arrogant flame. His orbiting stars are swirling green drills. I'm sure anyone who comes in contact with them will get the point. The particles on his flight ability gives off a vibrant prism effect, and his ultimate shows off the true power of the Super Galaxy Blast. I gotta say, I'm definitely sure this skin would have some just really cool voice lines, and it's almost like a villain version of Super Galaxy Rumble. This is something that could be so cool. Right now, actually, I think Elise is the main villain of the Super Galaxy verse, but that's only because they haven't awakened the true evil that lurks in the deep recesses of space. That, of course, being Super Galaxy Aurelion Soul. This skin is awesome, it's such a fantastic concept, and I would totally be able to see it being added into the game in the future. Next up on the list, we've got another dark, possibly villain-themed skin, and it's Dark Hunter Quinn by Alex Lau. This skin is essentially what Quinn would be like if she had the personality of Vayne. Her aesthetic seems pretty inspired by the witch hunters from the Warhammer fantasy universe, with that whole pointy hat going on. She sports green gems on her hat, bracer, and quiver, possibly holding dark enchantments to her equipment. Valor has also been morphed from a hawk into a bat, and that's probably the best thing about the skin. I would love to see Quinn skins that explore different concepts for Valor a lot more often. Maybe he needs a new name to fit his new look, something edgy like Demise or Gash or something, a reference to a character from Warhammer, bringing it all together. Valor still has his armor though, and another one of those green gems, and overall the skin is just really coherent and so cool, and the particle effects on Quinn's abilities are also, they're all now a green fire, which is always badass. You know, overall, that's what this skin is. It's just so badass. Moving right along, next we continue the Curse of the Night with Alucard Vladimir by Javier Bravomalo. We already have Nosferatu Vladimir, so why not make an Alucard Vladimir? If you didn't know, Alucard is kind of like the son of the infamous vampire Dracula. Alucard is literally just Dracula spelled backwards, and Alucard has been a really big part of the Castlevania series, and this skin definitely looks like it's based off of Alucard's look in the game Symphony of the Night, based on the black and red cape, the tall boots, and even the chains on his cape and waist. This Vladimir also brandishes a sword at his waist, using it for several of his abilities. The twist on the ability effects is probably the best part of this skin for sure, making them super stylish and also pretty effective. His Q sees his sword hilt glow and then lash at the enemy, stealing their health. His W is a crazy cool reference to a vampire's ability to turn into mist or smoke, making them immaterial. His E has Vlad imbuing his sword with blood and then sweeping in a wide arc, slinging the blood all around him. His ultimate's pool of blood is replaced by a straight up pentagram, and if that doesn't just sell you on the intensity of that ultimate, I mean nothing will. This is a tremendous skin, and it definitely deserves a spot in today's video. Our next skin is moving from the darkness of the night to the eternal darkness of space. Here we find Infected Astronaut Illaoi by Joffrey Ernault. Maybe Illaoi went into space to search out her eldritch lord, whose power she calls upon. This is actually a really creative take on the champion's prop and what its overall purpose is. Illaoi's lantern has been transformed into a busted space helmet that births horrible oily tentacles. It's also kind of a perfect combination or villain to the similar Astronautilus skin. There's not really much to say on this one since it's just one picture, and it's not as fleshed out as some of our other concepts, but I don't really think much else needs to be said. It's a really creative idea, super cool skin, fits in with the theme of the character, and it's just really awesome. Most of these skins on our list so far today have been pretty high tier intense designs, but this next one I think would make a great sort of standard level skin, and it's Orca Bully Singed by Chihao Zhang. This skin has our favorite Mad Alchemist skin turned into a very pale white, probably from all the potions that he's been consuming. The whole head region of this skin is actually very fascinating. He's got glowing blue eyes, a really sick flesh-colored mask, lined with sharp teeth that could easily be real, or just a part of the mask too. He's also topped off with a brown and gray hat with a ridge, much like a dorsal fin on an orca, which is definitely a nice tie into the theme. It would be pretty cool to see the poison particles maybe be some kind of like white, gray, or brown color to go with the color palette of the skin, and overall it's definitely a really solid, very clean design, and I'm a big fan of skins like this, because not every skin design in the game has to be the craziest new idea ever. Sometimes just a really nice, well-made skin is really awesome. And we're jumping back into the darkness with the next one, and it's Demonic Jhin by Sunny Hong. With this skin, Jin's inner evil is transformed wonderfully into, well, more noticeable outwards evil. He seems to be covered in some sort of rock that is maybe difficult to tell if it's armor or just part of his being. He also has green crystals jabbed into his chest and shoulder, serving some kind of otherworldly purpose, perhaps trapping the souls of those that he kills to feed on later. His guns are just as alien as his body, with little parallels in design to any recognizable firearms. The only thing I might potentially be worried about with this skin in terms of actually adding it into the game is that it might be a little bit too dark stylistically for League of Legends' art, but I'm a huge fan of skins like this that are always pushing the boundaries and trying to see what kind of things could maybe work in the League of Legends universe. It would actually be pretty awesome to see League of Legends entirely in this sort of design style, just to see some kind of other concepts and designs, but that's more of kind of just a fun idea. Anyway, now we're moving from demons into a more neutral afterlife presence, and it's Spirit Seeker Kindred by Wolfdog. This is a really cool skin because Kindred's always kind of been a folktale kind of embodiment of death, and this skin gives her a really awesome sort of Native American traditional tribal twist. Her mask is now rocking a feathered totemic with an emotionless expression, sure to make anyone uneasy from that static look that she's got going on. Lamb's mask is now rocking that classic feathered totem emotionless look, sure to make anyone uneasy from it. In addition to the mask, she wears a feathery shoulder pad and gloves to push the hunter theme. The wolf portion of Kindred has also been changed to be more of like a bear, something a lot more respected by Native Americans and makes more sense in the overall theme, and by many tribes was believed to be even godlike. I think the skin's concept and Kindred's concept definitely match really well, and I'm a huge fan of skins like this that kind of shift the whole concept of the champion as a whole, but in a way that totally makes sense and is just really interesting, almost like an alternate version of the character in a way. Now the next skin we have today is another addition to the popular cyberpunk skin line, and that's Project Diana by M. Whistler. Diana fits right into this aesthetic with gray and white metallic armor plating highlighted by the neon blue of the night. The highlight of this skin is actually the moon symbol, usually on Diana's forehead, but here it's been adapted as her visor, and that is just awesome. Very clever and very creative. Diana is also a perfect champion for the type of particle effects that the Project line of skins usually have. A pixely neon blue Q would be really satisfying to play with. It might be a little bit unlikely to see this skin come to the game for a while though, as Lunar Eclipse Diana is being released, but this is definitely something that I would love to see come to the game in the future. Either way, that's just about going to wrap up our list of skins created by the community today. Definitely make sure to check out all of the original artists. Their links to their original works are in the description. You can check it out and maybe take a look at some of their other works or just get an in-depth look at the concepts that we explored in this video. Hopefully Riot will take inspiration from some of these skins as they're just all so awesome. Actually, quite a few fan concept artists that we showcased in videos like this did go on to eventually get hired by Riot in the future. So who knows? There's a pretty good chance that some of these skins could make it into the game in the future. Either way, if you enjoyed the video, definitely hit that like button, subscribe if you want, let us know in the comments below, hit all the buttons, you know what to do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.